Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. It has been quite a while since I've played main quest for this character, but my quest log, so the completed quest, tells me last time main quest was Steps of Faith, and now we have Time of Respite. So, Minfilia, what do we do to relax? Nothing, apparently. You must be wary this way, and now may be our only chance to... Antecedent? Hi. A messenger from Ulda arrived with a missive for you. The Royal Seal. Curious indeed. Ah, an invitation. On behalf of the Council of the Eorzean Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ulnamo invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Ulda in honor of Ishgard's recent victory. It would seem we are to be recognized for our part in lifting the siege, you for your valiant efforts as commander of the adventurers contingent, and the Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city-states. Truly, I find it strange that the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place at such a celebration. All three refused to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished as the siege began. Are they truly so brazen as to seek to share in the glory of your triumph? But mayhap they simply seek a pretext to meet with the Ishgardians, where the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press for Ishgard's return to the Eorzean Alliance. We had scarce had time to mourn Moonbreeder, and I for one am in no mood to carouse. But I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of the realm. Though you were promised rest, I fear I must insist that you also attend. It would be a strange celebration indeed, if a victorious hero were not present. Pray content yourself with the thought that such occasions may bring about momentous change, and this without recourse to bloodshed. Tataru, if you would do me the favor of contacting the rest of the Scions. Of course, Antecedent. And please let me know if there's anything else I can do. Curious, I've never known Tataru to sigh at such requests. Could aught be amiss? I ask her for you. Tataru is not here. Where is she? And Thancred still has trouble with the ladies back there. Flamin, do you know where Tataru is? Tataru, I believe she just stepped outside. Now that I think on it, she did seem rather preoccupied. Over there. Hey, Tataru. Oh, Desiree, it's you. I didn't mean to worry anyone, it's nothing, really. Well, it's not nothing exactly. But it feels like nothing compared to the towering trials you and the others face every day. And that's why I should probably talk to Minfilia before things get any worse. Ah, you always know what to say, Desiree. I'm glad we had this little chat. I definitely know what to say. Nothing. Yes, Tataru, you have my undivided attention. I've been hesitant to broach the subject, what with all the recent excitement, but Desiree made me realize that there's no time like the present, and time is what I'm here to ask you for. I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from my duties for a time, then you have certainly earned the rest. But I suspect that lying in bed is far from your intent. You know me too well, Antecedent. There is in fact something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with the adventurers and the crystal braves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Hoary Bold and Colton have been promoted from guard duty to fill our need for competent warriors. And so it seems only right that I too should acquire the power to defend myself. And others, more importantly. When I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard. You wanna show me, yeah? Whoa, hey! That's the first time I've almost been knocked to the ground by a Lalafell. I've never seen Mr. Tataru so determined, as aught befell with which I might help Antecedent. Not at present, thank you. Was there something you would ask of me? Oh yes, pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who was to join us for escort duty was injured while out on patrol, and I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Therefore, I humbly request that another adventurer of a capable kind, of course, be assigned to our party. Very well, I shall consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I'm able. My thanks, Antecedent. I take my leave of you. And there's two quests to choose from. Let's start with an unexpected ambition. The power to defend oneself, Tataru has ever been full of surprises. Now that I think on it, I do recall Uyanje mentioning that she had developed an interest in Arcanima. Perhaps she hopes to gain admittance to the Arcanist Guild in Minfilia? Yes, that will be the way of it. Would you be so kind as to journey to the guild and see that all is well? It is doubtless unwarranted, but surely I'm not alone in my concern for her safety. Okay, then let's look after Tataru in Limsa. Arcanist Guild, it's been a while. Remember, I am a summoner. I started here as an Arcanist. Once upon a time. And I never picked up Scholar. Where? Ah, right. Lower floor. Desiree, what are you doing here? Well, I'm part of a guild. And Minfilia asked me to look for you. I didn't mean to make her worry. That's the last thing I wanted. Putting an end to such worries is precisely the reason I'm here, don't you see? I, Tataru, shall become a great and powerful Arcanist. And now, at Mistress Tiburkim's behest, I must go and complete a special training exercise. Until we meet again. Okay. Let's talk to the acting guildmaster Tiburkim. Ah, if it isn't Desiree. What brings it to the guild? So I acquainted with our newest member. An Arcanist of your experience must see that her potential is somewhat lacking. Nevertheless, she would not be denied and goes now to undertake her first trial, a simulated inspection of 3 crates. Doubtless you recall receiving similar training under Clear's supervision. A thought occurs to me. Why not oversee Tataru's training yourself? Given your relationship with the girl and your familiarity with the task, I think you the ideal choice. You need only head to the cliffs south of the Zephyr Gates, as before, and observe at a distance. Over Azure sees the pirate's port, where she met her shining jewel. For to bring the smuggler's plan to naught came the last whom none could fool. Beat them with a backdraft, beat them with a gust, deck them with a downburst. Go, Carbuncle, go! Are those crates I spy? And this must be the true test. But we're ready for it, aren't we, Carbuncle? Carbuncle? More monsters. Ah, come back, Carbuncle, come back! That didn't go so well. How are you feeling? I should have known you'd come, Desiree. You needn't say a word, your face says it all. I know you bore witness to my shame. Betrayed by my own Carbuncle and left at the mercy of wild beasts. I must accept the truth. I'll never be a warrior like you or the others. I will inform Mr. Tiburcium of my intention to withdraw from the guild. Arcanima, like so much else, is beyond me. Alright. Back so soon? How fed of fletching Arcanist? Abysmally, Mrs. Tiburcium. Abysmally. As Desiree will testify. I was wrong to become an Arcanist. Wrong as usual. I'm completely and utterly unqualified, and I sincerely apologize for wasting your time. Tataru, if that were true, I would not have permitted you to join in the first place. We must have come to accept our limitations, lest our ambitions lead us astray. However, we must not lose sight of our strengths in the process. For example, your exceptional skill with numbers helped you to gain a solid grasp of the fundamentals of Arcanima. Were it not so, you would have struggled to even summon Carbuncle to your side. In my opinion, the Scions are truly fortunate to have such a capable and good-natured receptionist in their services. Would you not agree? Entirely. You're too kind, Mr. Tiburcium. Though I could not have overcome the challenge, I shall take your word to heart, and try not to be discouraged. Yes, the Guildmaster's right. Maybe she's not a warrior, but what of it? Tataru's other qualities. As fetching as these garments are, I fear I shall never don them again. But I can't go back to the Rising Stones without something to show for my time away. Wait, I know what I can do. That is, if you don't mind accompanying me for a little longer. Wonderful. Then to Costa del Sol we will go. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm confident it will pay off. Alright. Costa del Sol then. Tataru dressed for the occasion. Yes, this is it. This is where the man at the Drowning Wench told me to look. There's a certain variety of clam which can be harvested this time of year in Bloodshore. One which produces the most marvelous pearls. However, these clams are also covered by certain wild creatures, and since I fared rather poorly in battle last time, let us be off. What fortune, I've already found one. Would be so kind as to keep watch while I work? This should only take a moment. Where? Where? Yeah. Well fought, Desiree, well fought. I knew I was right to ask you to come. As for me, I've my prize, a bounty of blood pearls. So named for their reddish hue, they were treasured as wards against dark magics in ancient times. I thought I might make charms for everyone, so that no matter where they go, they will always come home. It's sort of a power to defend myself and other people, in a way. Right, well, I mustn't keep Flamin waiting. There's work to be done, and lots of it. We're to secure provisions for the science in the Lumisen markets. She may have an eye for quality, but I have a nose for bargains. If you will you be heading back to the Rising Stones? If so, pray convey my apologies to the Antecedent, and tell her she needn't worry about me. Farewell, Desiree, and thank you for everything. That sounded rather fine, didn't it? How about, until we meet again. Bye. Is that a friendly smile or an evil smirk, Tataru? I couldn't quite tell. It looked like a smirk. Welcome home, Desiree. I gather you found Tataru in Limsalminsa? My, it sounds as though she had quite an adventure. And while it did not end as she had hoped, I suspect it will prove to be a valuable experience. I dare say she could have managed without our intervention. Even so, I appreciate you indulging my request. Looking at the time, I think I end the episode. Probably a bit of a shorter one, but yeah. It is long enough that I don't feel comfortable starting the next one quite yet. Until next time then, I am Ace, and don't get lost.